2007, he was selected to with a body of work to be included in Documenta, which is a huge contemporary art event in Germany. Out of that, he became a well-known contemporary artist globally. He's collected by museums and institutions, private collections around the world. George started this project, which behind me are the various images. Some of them were displayed in the exhibition as large-scale prints, and some were part of an installation to give a feeling of texture of all the kingdoms. He started this 2 years ago, labor of love, self-finance, very difficult. The end result was he photographed 20 monuments across Nigeria, in the north, not so many in the middle, because that's something that he's going to get back to, but there are a couple in the middle and several in the south. His aim is to do 100 monarchs and create a comprehensive book. One of the reasons why I staged this exhibition at this time, not only was it Black History Month, not only was it the Frieze Art Fair, where everybody in the art world comes in, but also on the cusp of the 100th year of the amalgamation of the Nigerian kingdoms into one country, Nigeria. George wanted to show the world the kings now. All the photographs seen were photographed in the last 2 years. These are the kings now. He also, a very interesting thing in the exhibition, a number of Nigerians from lots of different parts came, and most people know their king, but don't know the others. And it was something that was actually quite touching, because I think some people didn't realize how powerful actually all the kings are, how beautiful, how they carry the culture. Each individual kingdom has their own culture, and George wants to celebrate that. He also wanted to show a positive face of Nigeria, wanted to show the world. Out of this project, we've had coverage with the Sunday Times magazine, we've had The Economist online, we've had BBC, we've had Huffington Post, even international press in a positive sense, talking very positively about these kings. And also, a lot of people didn't realize that Nigerian kings are just like on par with the British Queen. And George has presented the kings in this manner. Selected images are being put forward into the art market, and we've already had a museum. In fact, there are 3 museums interested in acquiring the work for their collection, and which is great, because that brings a whole story to the public, because these collections are shown to the public. I've also been offered a museum show in 2015 at Newark Museum, which will tour to Boston, Atlanta, and to Houston, with also a discussion about this going to Washington, Berlin, and a museum in China. This is ongoing. The story that George has done is, some of the kings you might recognize. I'm sure amongst this group, perhaps even one of your kings is represented. But whether it is or not, George continues. This project helped to make it easier for him. In fact, as we speak, he's photographing the second king of Lagos. And by launching this, it made the kings also understand what we were planning to do. So the access gets easier. And I hope it doesn't take them another 2 years to do the next 80, but if it does, so be it. And as the story builds, the exhibition builds and becomes an ambassador for Nigerian culture. I'm actually Jamaican. My father, after the war, went to university with Akintola Williams, so all my childhood we always had a Nigerian mate. I actually believe a lot of people from Jamaica are originally from Nigeria. I believe I am Jamaica that all the troublemakers were sent to Jamaica, and I believe that. And we have the tradition of the Maroons, who were they were free at all times. They fought the British couldn't tame them, and they gave them their autonomy. And Usain Bolt is a Maroon. So I believe that in Jamaica's fine stock is Nigerian blood.